For real? Alright,
Bro,
bet, bet.
pee already. Fuck.
Yo, I got a big ass dick. Y'all wanna see?
No, bro. If you put it on, bro, I will never
Whoops.
hang out with you, bro. I will
Whoops.
never hang out with you, bro. I will never.
Alright, ready. We are rolling. We are not recording. Audio into clip. And the shit has started. Fuck it. Fuck it. We're recording, and we're recording audio, and we're recording video, and it's on my preset minus the fucking reverb and auto tune and all that shit. Although I could turn it on for a second. Let's see what that shit sounds like. Yeah. Yeah. Yo. All right. Hey. Okay. Yeah. Quay woo. Woo. All right. So I'm not gonna be talking like this the whole time, but let's go. All right. So this is. Oh wait, the auto tune's still on. Fucking idiot. All right. So pretty much, I bought a fucking mic and to take pictures with all my friends and shit, so we can make professional ass flyers. And ended up like I was at my homie's place, Sway's, Sway the Prince. Go check him out on everything. Links in description. Probably gonna forget to link it, but fuck it. um, fucking yeah. So we were at his house, and we had the whole green screen set up and shit, and I'd taken the mic so we could take pictures and like we could make professional ass flyers. But look at this shit, bro. Shit's a baby ass mic, bro. Smaller than my fucking dick, bro. And so we didn't even fucking really use it, bro. And so I bought it for no reason. And his dog ended up biting the box and shit, so I can't even return it. But fuck it. Alright, so welcome to fucking Startalks, episode 1. This episode is gonna be about alcoholism and my experiences with alcoholism. And I know there's already a fucking podcast where the fuck called Star Talk with Neil deGrasse Tyson, but that shit's a fraud, bro. Fuck that shit, bro. I know it's forever gonna like shadow like my shit because he's like way bigger than I am or will ever be. It's like fuck that shit. I'm gonna be the biggest thing on the earth, but nah. So yeah. So I think I've been trying to do this shit for like since the beginning of this year, and it's now the 22nd of this fucking year, and I still haven't filmed one because I'm such a pussy, and a lot of shit has been going on like in my life and shit that is fucking stupid as fuck, and I don't deserve at all, but that's fucking life, bro. Um, but pretty much, yeah. So every week I wanna sit down for a little bit and talk about like tell y'all different stories that I've fucking been through and experienced and shit, and like different adventures that I've been on, and talk about like girls and shit that's going on in my life at the moment, and like bitches and hoes and all that shit, and like coming up in the music shit. Um yeah, I just want to talk about all that shit because I'm pretty sure some of y'all like are probably going through similar shit, or fuck it, it's not even for y'all to be honest, bro. It's for me because low key I've been going a little bit crazy, and I feel like talking about it is like should help, and that's what therapy's for. But your boy's broke right now, so this is a broke man's therapy. Um, yeah. So alcoholism. My experiences with alcoholism, and um, the reason I chose this for the first topic like ever is because a couple of days ago I relapsed on alcohol. And if you follow me on Instagram, go follow your boy on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, all that shit at astridflare. Actually, Twitter it's one astridflare because for some reason astridflare has been banned. But yeah, go follow me. So basically, I relapsed because I was fucking sad as shit. Some bullshit happened where, all right, so I've been planning the show in LA, right? With all my friends and shit who are all fucking SoundCloud rappers. But I was planning this fucking show and I was up all night fucking making these what ended up being these shitty ass flyers because no one liked my fucking flyers. um yeah, so I made these shitty ass fucking flyers. Wake up the next morning, go outside, I'm like, fuck, I'm late for work, you know? Cuz broke boys got to broke boys got to work, bro. Can't be broke your whole life. So I'm like fucking going to I'm like shit. Fuck. I go outside in my car. I'm like, what the fuck? There's a paper on my windshield. I'm like, all right, there's probably some ad or some shit. And like, I'm like, oh fuck, bro. I recognize that paper, cause my dumbass, bro. You think you would learn the first time, bro? You don't fucking learn the first time, bro. I got booted, bro, for the second time in LA, and for why? For fucking not paying 15 parking tickets. And this is the second time this happened to me. The first time though, it was a fucking Toyota a Honda Civic 1991 piece of shit. Manual as fuck though, but I love that. I loved her. We used to call her Celeste, bro. She was she was fucking art, bro. But I got booted and that car was only like $800, so and like to get it out it was like 1,500. I was like, fuck that shit. I just let him like take that shit. Oh no no no! Not even, bro. My friend, like one of my good friends, Gianni. Shout out Gianni or four or yeah. He fucking pulled on the boot, and that shit came off, bro. Like he just finessed it for me, bro. He so I actually didn't. I actually still drove it, but then it broke. Like my car broke because that shit was a piece of shit. It broke down like a week later. um, nah, but this time, um, I have a fucking Toyota Prius because healthy way. Save the planet. Fucking yeah, and low key, bro. I would be so fucked without a car, bro. I would be so fucked without a car. You cannot live in LA without a car, bro. You really cannot. And on top of that, bro. All right, so all right, I'm gonna just be real with y'all, bro. I'm gonna just be straight fucking real with y'all, bro. So I became something that's called a studio rat, and basically that means that I'm a rat and I fucking stay in studios all day, every fucking day. And so, um, I'm not really, don't have a permanent place to stay, but I do kind of too at the same time because I just be going around from studio to studio every night, every day. And you know, in some ways, um, it keeps me productive and it keeps me working because I'm always in the studio and I gotta work on some shit. I can't really like just fucking like chill out for a second. Um, and this is something I decided to do like 6 months ago. It's been like 6 or 7 months now that I've been living this way, and it's really because um some bullshit. That's a story for another time. But yeah. So pretty much, I ended up relapsing on alcohol and um showing my dick on Instagram Live. Um, I'm gonna post a video, but I'm gonna blur out my dick. But insert clip. But pretty much, yeah. So I fucking relapsed on alcohol. I walked into my studio here in Culver City, and there was a fucking case of Stella our toy or whatever the fuck that shit is. And I just it was cold, bro. My friend had just died, which ended up being that, or I thought my friend had died. He didn't die, bro. His friend just ended up snitching on him and putting him in jail for like a long ass time. And the hell, oh shit. And was telling everyone that he died because we are not gonna see him in a long ass time, and it's like he's pretty much dead, you know, not dead, but he's just in jail. So I was thinking my friend died when really he's in jail. I got booted, you know. So I'm like, bro, I'm having girl issues, all sorts of shit, bro. Broke as fuck because of that boot. And so I was just like, bro, fuck it, bro. I was like, fuck it, bro. I hadn't drank in months, bro. Probably like 6, 7 months. And I drank and fucking showed my dick on Instagram Live, bro. I'm pretty sure like my little niece and shit was watching too, bro. Like I'm a fucking idiot, bro. Sorry, bro. I'm sorry, Sophie. If you're watching this, I'm sorry, bro. Fucking sorry, bro. Sorry you had to witness that shit, bro. But you know what? At the same time though, fuck that. This is me, bro. Like this is me. This is the whole point of doing this shit. Is like I just want to be more authentic with whoever the fuck is out there that even gives a fuck about me, bro. Like at all. I just want to be more authentic and be able to express myself in more ways than just music. Cause I be telling people like, bro, stop calling me a SoundCloud rapper. First of all, I'm not even a rapper. I don't freestyle, bro. I mean I do freestyle, but like I freestyle melodies. And then I write to the melodies, bro. Cause it's just a better outcome that way in my opinion. But then I've been around, I've recorded people, I've recorded some artists where just off the top, bro, the first thing they say into the mic is just fucking gold, you know? And I think it has to be that way for them because they don't have a studio all the time. So they either have to pay studio time or I just be recording people for free. And so when they come, they got to use their time efficiently, you know? So you got to get good at that shit. I'm pretty sure. But me, bro, I have everything, bro. I have the whole studio set up. I can record as long as I want, whenever I want. I produce, I engineer, I do all that shit, you know? So I don't be freestyling. And so when I tell people like, "Oh yeah, I'm an artist," like cuz I edit videos, I shoot videos, I want to do movies, I want to act, I want to like write, I want to do comedy, bro. Like it's all sorts, it's beyond like just music for me. Moving to LA, it's been it's funny, bro. I'll tell you the story. So I used, and it's actually like a good segue too because it brings me back to when I used to go to school in Florida and I used to live in Florida. So for those of y'all that don't know, bro, I was born in Bolivia, La Paz, Bolivia, which means the peace. So hippie, you know. Fucking born there when I was like, and then when I was like 9 months old, my parents brought me to America. Out of all fucking places they could have brought me, bro. Out of all places they could have taken me to, bro. All fucking places. They took me to Virginia, bro. Arlington, Virginia, bro. Like, you dumb, bro. Well, I like now looking back at it kind of makes sense because for some reason, like all the Bolivians are in that area. I don't know why, but like I guess they just wanted to be around other Bolivians. They probably had heard like someone else moved there, and they were like, "Fuck it, like that sounds like a safe bet." Because they don't even. My parents don't even speak English. Till this day, they don't speak English because they're older and they just went straight into the workforce. They tried learning English, but kind of got it, but not really. Like they still can't really. Now they definitely can't speak it because they're. My dad's like 80 something. No, my dad's like 79 probably. My mom's like 60 something. Um, But yeah, so I was living in Florida and um bro, I was just drinking like an idiot, bro. Like I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone who's gone to college like goes through this shit, but yeah, I mean like you just go out to parties and just start drinking, and when it's like your first couple times drinking, you're just like, bro, let me push the shit. And me being the type of person that I am is like, I'm always like, how far can I really push this shit, you know? Like for whatever I do, like with music, with anything, bro. I just get not addicted, but like I don't even know what to pressed on it, you know? I'm just like focused on that one thing. And so for some reason I decided to be focused or to get focused on drinking. And so I would drink my ass off, bro. I was known around campus as that, like, basically the alcoholic, you know? But towards the end, it started getting to a point where, um, actually, let me backtrack for a second. So because of that, because I was such an alcoholic, everyone fucked with me because I was so funny, you know? I was funny as shit when I'm drunk. You know, I would like try to fight everyone. I would always be doing push-ups, bro. Know what I'm saying? I always be doing push-ups, bro, for no fucking reason. Taking my shirt off. I was fat as fuck. I would just be fucking wildin', bro. You know, it's funny as shit, bro. Trying to have good times, and towards the end of it, though, because of my environment and my state of mind, I was every time I was getting drunk, which was every day, pretty much, I would do homework drunk. I would go to class drunk, and at that time, I was like getting into music. So I wouldn't even like pay attention in class. I would just be in the back of the class and I would have my little like tin cup coffee mug thing, which didn't have coffee in it, it had vodka in it. Not even good vodka, bro. It's Svedka because I was broke as fuck and that was all I could afford. And I was just wanted to get drunk that badly. And so yeah, towards the end of like before I decided to leave college and Florida in like in general, um, I was just drinking every single day and um I was so depressed because I wasn't doing what I wanted to be doing, which was um chasing not necessarily music, but you know, like a fruitful career, something that I was passionate about. And I knew that because I went to school for aerospace engineering. I am passionate about technology and space, and bro, I'm low star, bro. Like you know, of course that's me, but um I think it just might have been the people I was around, and there was this girl I was in love with. Um, if you want to know a girl, go listen to my song "Sueños." I shout that stupid bitch out. Fuck that bitch. Ruin my fucking life. Nah, she didn't ruin my life. But yeah. So I was just depressed over like my dad had gotten sick and um my parents had moved away to Bolivia, so I was like totally on my own in the United States. uh like trying to become an adult, broke as fuck, living on my own, no kind of family around. And the little amount of friends that I did find in college ended up like turning on me and like really not betraying me, but like just some bullshit, you know? Just some dumb bullshit that I really shouldn't have even gotten so mad over, but it was just all this other shit that was going on. Like, shit, it's kind of like hard to even talk about, really. But fuck it. So basically, I would drink, and every time I would drink, I would try to kill myself. And it was always like a different way I would try to kill myself. And then I would like, because all these people were like, knew me as the drunk kid, they would always like try to like watch out for me because they knew I would always like I didn't care if bro, the guy could have been like swole as fuck, and I would still try to fight him just because I thought it was funny. And um, like multiple times, my friends would have to just jump in and be like, bro, he's just drunk. Like, just fuck him, bro. Like, forget about this kid, and they would have to push me away, you know. And so it got to the point where they started to just getting annoyed of me, you know. So they wouldn't even be fucking around me. They didn't even want to hang out with me really even. We would still go out, but like when we would go to the party, when we get to the party, they would just go off and do their own thing because they're like, bro, I don't want to fucking babysit you, which makes babysit you. They wouldn't want to fucking babysit me, which makes sense, you know. I wouldn't want to babysit, and like later I get it too, like seeing like so many people get drunk like at this point. Um, some people can get really fucking bad, and I was super bad, you know. So I would try jumping in front of cars. I would try fighting anyone. I would try jumping off roofs, like off balconies. One time I jumped off a porch. Thank God the porch was like only a couple feet like off the ground, but like I belly flopped onto the ground, which was cement. Yeah, don't fucking drink, bro. Um, so yeah, I fucking got the fuck up out of there, bro. I got the fuck up out of Florida because it was not gonna end. I was not gonna get out of there alive. You know, I was not gonna graduate. I was freshman year and I was already that bad. I was not gonna graduate, and it was like getting like it wasn't just alcohol, bro. I remember days I would drink like a whole handle of whiskey to myself, 40% proof to myself. Face that shit myself, and then um go back to my dorm and then take acid because the alcohol wasn't like enough. You know, so I was drunk, high, and tripping ball sacks, bro. Tripping sacks, bro. And I did all sorts of stupid ass shit, like fucking this one thing where I know this isn't specifically alcoholism, and I'll talk about this more in other episodes, but we used to do this thing called DXM where um we would take these we would go to Walgreens and we would look for the specific like cough medicine that had the specific chemical in it, which is DXM, and we would take 20 to 40 pills at a time. And what basically the effect it had on us was like it was like acid, but and like being drunk and like being high all at the same time. Um, but just like unreal. Like when I specifically remember like this feeling of like your whole body gets super itchy, and if you get super confused, you're like, what the fuck? Like, who am I? Like, what the fuck is life, bro? You know, it's some crazy shit, dude. And then on top of that, we would drink. And so, yeah, bro, like, none of that shit was just not good, bro. That shit was just not good. So I got the fuck up out of Florida, dropped the fuck out of college, bro. I moved to LA and I was like, I'm gonna start a tech company. Fucking nerd ass, bro. I was a nerd in high school, bro. I was a fucking nerd, bro. People knew me though, cause I was on the soccer team. I guess that's why people knew me. Why did people know me? I don't even think people knew me really, like, cause I didn't even go to parties much even. Yeah, I was just a fucking nerd. So I would just fucking yeah. So I moved to LA. I was like, I'm gonna start a tech company. And then for like the first year, I really did try to start a tech company. And people would like, I would come out here and like meet people and like go to networking events and like meet all these like everyone in the tech industry is white or Asian and old as hell, like 40 and something, you know. I moved to LA when I was 18, so I'm moving to LA. I'm meeting these old ass people, and I'm like telling them like, "Oh, I'm gonna be a CEO. I'm starting a company," and people would just look at me like, "What?" you know. And so, um, let me just make sure this shit's still recording. All right, bet. So, yeah. So I moved to LA. Um, and you know, in LA, everyone's like a fucking stoner. Like, one of the things I remember telling my parents was like, yeah, bro, like people smoke out here like as if it was coffee. They wake up, smoke before bed, smoke throughout the day, you know? It's like totally normal here to just do that. And I didn't get it at first because maybe I wasn't used to the maybe I wasn't used to the weed out here. So I didn't really smoke much the first year I was here, but I was drinking a lot because I was still doing music. I was trying to launch a tech startup, but and the funny thing is at every networking event I would go to, there was always free alcohol, and I was only 18 years old, so free alcohol was like a blessing. And so I would just take so many like of their beers and stuff and put in my backpack and then just leave. And for them to just normalize alcohol like that, I just in my head normalized it as well. I was like, yeah, bro, like this isn't so bad, really. If fucking successful as people with good jobs, with good money, making good money, and living in LA are drinking alcohol, then maybe it's okay. And I wasn't thinking for myself, bro, because I would I continued drinking for the whole like first year I was here. I still continued drinking because of my old habits. I was drinking recklessly, like blacking out every single time, and um, doing stupid ass shit like jumping in pools and with my clothes on, with my phone in my pocket still, in my wallet, and all my money in there and shit. Just stupid ass shit, bro. So still drinking. I remember this one time the girl I was talking about that the song Sueños is about. She visited me in LA for like 2 weeks, and she is another alcoholic. Not to speak like on her, it's none of my business really. I don't even talk to her anymore, but I'm gonna just keep it 100. She was an alcoholic, um, as well, and so we had that in common. And so we would like our daily routine for those 2 weeks she lived with me was wake up, smoke, drink, go do something fun, drink more throughout the day, pretty much just be fucked up. And what I and that whole experience was I think important for me to experience because I realized um through like heartbreak and a lot of bullshit that the reason she was or her reason for doing all that stuff, smoking, and she was doing coke and just constantly fucked up, her reason for that was, well, a lot of reasons. She doesn't have the best parents, doesn't live with her parents are divorced. She had just gotten out of a really bad relationship, um, with domestic abuse and all that shit, bro, like real life shit. And um, those feelings, that depression, everything that goes through your mind, it's just this shit can get overwhelming, bro. And she was suicidal, and it really is a way to deal with it, bro. It's like for me, thankfully, I found music because now whenever I'm sad or some shit, I just make a song or I just make a beat or I just go ahead and hang out with friends and like, make music with them, and In a lot of ways, that does cure like whatever I have on my mind. Um, but a lot of people don't have that thing. For some people it's something else. For some people it's like watching sports, or fucking. For some people it's comedy, or you know, reading books, watching movies, eating ice cream. We all have that way of dealing with shit. But a lot of us also just take the easier route and drink ourselves to into like numbness. And just thinking about all that shit, as time went on, and way after she left, and we continued talking, and um once I finally ended things with her, which was like 2 or 3 years later. um I had to take a complete like turn on my life. And what that meant was like removing any negative energy from my life, anything that is bringing negative thoughts, negative people into my life, negative situations. I just didn't want any of that anymore. And when you drink, and you know you get surrounded by people, it's almost like people can tell you're an alcoholic. Or not necessarily an alcoholic, but like, some people will say, um some people will say, just have fun, just fucking drink a little bit. And like some people will offer you a drink, and then you'll reject them, and it's like they can't trust you all of a sudden because you're not willing to open up. They think it's like a way for you to open up. But really, the reason I quit was, um I was cleaning my life up. You know, I was in a really bad place. I lost my house. I had a house here in Inglewood that I was living with friends. Lost the house. I was living with my friend for like 6 months and sharing his room, and he was like honestly my best friend. And I had only met him like a year before that. But we had just been through so much, and he made music as well, and you know, you have a certain connection with someone who also like another artist, when you're an artist. And we would always talk about like, like taking over the music shit, and we don't talk anymore. But the reason we don't talk anymore is because living with someone close quarters like that for an extended amount of time, it ends relationships. It ends friendships. And I've learned that for sure, for sure. Um, since my time like living alone and shit. I've lost many, many friends just because we live together, which is such a weird thought, because when you're younger, your favorite thing to do is have sleepovers, which is basically like living with your friend for a night. And when it's time for them to go, you're almost like depressed. You're like, no, like fun's over. Fucking, but being an adult and having those sleepovers every single night, it's a much different thing, especially when you're some like, okay, so like me personally, I like being clean, I like being neat, you know, I don't like weird smells. I don't like things getting disorganized, especially not my desk. Um and not everyone is like you know. I've lived with people who are a complete mess. My friend that I'm talking about, his name was literally Mess. His name was Mess World. Um, we have a whole project on SoundCloud. It's on my satellite frequencies page, and yeah, his whole message is like, you have to create your mess in this world. And, you know, I get it. I see where he's like, I understand what he's trying to go for. But what if you're not a messy person? Like, so we would butt heads on a lot of things. And um weirdly enough, our best moments were when we were drunk because we wouldn't drink that often. He used to smoke a lot, and so I was always high because of him, and he also used to like deal and shit. So always had weed on him. So we were constantly high, but the very few times that we did drink were some of the best times we had together, you know? And so in that situation, I guess alcohol was is can be a good thing, you know? Can bring two people together. Because when you're drunk or even tipsy really, you're more willing to say things that are on your mind that might come off as corny, but like if you were sober. So I just remember like we would get drunk and then just hug each other and be like, "Bro, I fucking love you. Like, thank you for being in my life." And I would straight up be like, "Dude, thank you. You literally saved my life because like I said, I lost my house and he housed me for 6 months." Um and honestly, I could have stayed longer, but at the end of those 6 months, it was about to be my 21st birthday. And broke as hell still. We're both trying to do this music shit. We would try starting online companies and stuff, and none of it would work, bro. None of it would work. So it just got to a point where I was like, I need to change something or I'm just gonna waste like my time. And so I took the initiative and got all my stuff, put it in my car, packed it up, and left. No idea where I was gonna go. I didn't know anyone. He was my only friend. And I had just started working at Whole Foods, so I had like a source of income, but even that wasn't a lot. Definitely not enough for rent on my own. So I resulted in drinking again, you know? And I remember I had matched with this girl on Tinder. And um she wanted to go out for drinks, and like I find that whole like thing corny, like going out for drink, going out to the club. Like just going out to the club is so grimy to me, bro. Like why would you willingly put yourself in a confined space with people you don't know who are all sweaty as fuck, smell gross. It's all musty, dusty, crusty in there. You know what I'm saying? Like why would you willingly do that? And most of the time, bro, and this is the part that pisses me the fuck off, bro. Never play good music, bro. Never. And for some reason, because people are lit or whatever the fuck, they still turn up, bro. They could play some fucking slide to the left, slide, and people will still turn up to that shit like some fucking like, are you shitting me, bro? Fuck it, bro. But so I meet up with this girl, and I end up going home with her that night. Literally, the night I left my friend's house, I end up going home with her, and I end up living with her for a year. A fucking month. My bad. And um, I could have kept living with her, but I fucked up, and she went through my phone and saw that I was talking to other girls. So she was like, "Yeah, you need to get the fuck out." And I was like, "Fuck." She was so beautiful, bro. She was gorgeous, bro. Like way the fuck out of my league. I don't know why she was talking to me, bro. I don't know at all why she was talking to me. But um yes, I lived with her for a month, but again, like even with her, our best times were when we were drunk. We bonded drunk. We bonded being drunk. We weren't sober. We never had sober moments. I mean, we had sober moments, of course, but then like a lot of the times we those sober moments sucked. Like, you know, maybe it was just me like projecting that alcohol those times being drunk were our best moments, and maybe that's a sign of me being an alcoholic. but um but yeah. So yeah, I lived with her for a month and she kicked me out. And then I was like, well, now what the fuck do I do? I was like, I can't go fuck another bitch. Like, I could, but I didn't want to have to depend on that. I was like, I just looked at I really just sat myself down and I was like, dude, what are you doing, bro? It's about to be 2 years you're in LA and don't, like, what are you doing? I wasn't even really good at music yet either. Like, I was still pretty shit at music. And not that I'm saying that I'm the best right now, but I'm way better than I was back then, which was only like a couple months ago, you know? So so I would spend nights in my car and um I would spend those nights drunk. Like like stupid drunk to the point where I didn't know who I was, where I was, what I was doing, and I would drive like that. Stupid, dude. Real stupid. Don't do that shit. You know? Drive like that. There's been many times where I was on the highway drunk as fuck. It's 4 a.m. and I would like knock into cars and like bare like my side window whatever the fuck would hit the other car, and then that would like wake me up and I would like get it come correct. But bros, I've had some scary moments like that. And so yeah, um thankfully I found this place now, which is now basically my studio. It's in Culver City. It's called Crash Space. And the people here are fucking amazing. And they're the reason I got my job, which I'm a technician at a tech company. And they're the reason I've been able to continue doing music and really get good at it, because every night I come here and I work on music. I'm able to be loud as I want because there's never anyone here. And it's basically like a whole house that I have to myself, you know? So I've been doing that. But when I did find this place, I was like, okay, this could work for a little bit. And so decided to stop drinking. And that one decision utterly like completely changed my life, dude. Like, instead of getting drunk at night and then passing out and not knowing where the fuck I'm gonna wake up or when I'm gonna wake up or in what situation I'm gonna wake up, you know, I would just work on music or on a video or whatever. And I was able to get pretty decent at music. And because of that, I was able to, like, artists want to work with me, you know? So, stop drinking. And then one night I went out with all my artist friends and I decided to drink. So let me be clear before I do start that story. When I decided to stop drinking, I wasn't like it wasn't to the point where I was thinking like, damn, maybe I should go to Alcoholics Anonymous. It was definitely not to that point. I can't say it was. And um but it was definitely to the point where it was like, yeah, this is definitely not good for me, dude, you know? So that night I decided to go drink with my friends. I was driving cuz I'm stupid. Um and we go to this party, my friend performs, and the night's over pretty much. And so we're leaving the party. And we're all just being reckless, you know. After the party, it's like everyone's hyped up and stuff, and we're all just trying to be funny and be lit and stuff. So we pull up to a red light, and I look at the guy next to us, like in the other car, and I roll down my window. I'm like, "That's why I fucked your bitch." And he looks at me. He's like, "What?" And then the light turns green, so I fucking like gas it, right, and I go to the next light, and the next light's a fucking red light, and he pulls up next to us, and but like at that point we had already we forgot that I forgot that I even did that, you know. Next thing we know, this guy is approaching our fucking my back window, and he punches my friend through my window. So he punches my window, breaks my window, keeps going, punches my friend straight in his face. And my friend's like, yo, what the fuck? Starts kicking at him. And I'm like, yo, what? Gas that shit. I'm going through red lights. I'm like, I'm gone, bro. I'm gone. This is in North Hollywood, Los Angeles, bro. That's funny as fuck. I'm remembering this. But he broke my window, dude. And I'm broke, dude. Like I didn't even really have a place to stay at that time. And I decided to drink on that night. And now my window's broken. And I gotta pay for that because my friends aren't gonna pay for that. It's my fault. I told that guy I fucked his bitch. You know? It's my fault, bro. It's my fault. So yeah. I decided to quit again. Moral of the story is I decided to quit a lot. You know? I decided to quit a lot. And I'm starting to think that may be indicative of a real problem. And I'm sorry for putting this on y'all. On y'all? Sorry for putting this on y'all. For whoever even watches this, bro. If you're here, 47 bro. If you're here 47 minutes later and you really listen this far, bless your soul, dude. I don't even know what I even talked about. I went like this, that, bro. I made no kind of sense, but I promise I'm gonna get better at this. I'm gonna keep telling y'all stories. I'm gonna try and like really remember these stories and like, you know, kind of plan them out ahead of time. But yeah, man, those are just some of my experiences with alcohol and how it could be good in some situations and how it can be really bad in other situations, you know. And yeah, I think I'm gonna end it there. I think I'm gonna end it there. I will. I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna I think I really enjoyed this actually. I'm gonna continue doing this, and I'm gonna make it more like specific for the next one. I don't want to like talk about. I know this episode was supposed to be alcohol, but I talked about drugs and girls and my life and stuff. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna try to keep like a common thread for the next ones. But yeah, thanks for watching. Go follow me on Instagram at astridflare. Go follow me on Twitter at one astridflare. Go follow me on Snapchat at astridflare. YouTube, astridflare. Apple Music, Spotify, astridflare. Yeah. Thanks for watching.